The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, fellas. James, good morning. Guys, good morning. Jim, Tim, fellas, good morning. Leo, Deepak. Guys, the ECB just announced. Good morning, Greg. Greg, I sent that yesterday. I'm assuming you got it. Good morning, Chris. The ECB guys just announced the pandemic bond buying program slows pace of bond buying from significantly faster to moderately lower level from now. Okay. Cuts pace of bond buying, maintain size of program at 1 point. Let's see. Maintains size of program at 1.85 trillion. Maintains time frame of program at least March of 2022. Time frame to reinvest the payment. Blah 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 blah. In any event, good morning, Becky, John, Jock. Good morning, guys. In any event, market seemed to like that. There is a press conference, I believe, which starts at 8:30. I did not look at the euro. Probably longs, dollars getting smacked, gold got a bid. Currently, let's see here. NASDAQ is now up 2 points. Let's call it flat. ES is up or down 2.5 points. YM is down 10. Russell is down 6. Gold is up $8. And crude is up 45 cents at the moment. That's where we're at. NASDAQ sitting on some support here at 13. Looks like we could trade to 650. Guys, the first question that's going to come up today is, have I rolled? I did not roll. Today is the first day of the December contract. Good morning, Kirk. I am still trading September. Okay? I do not roll. Maybe tomorrow, more than likely Monday. The volume is obviously still in September. We've traded 70, almost 5,000 NASDAQ contracts with 900 net buyers. ES has traded 218,000 with 9,200 net sellers. That's interesting. And we're at the day high. Gold, good volume, 1,300 net buyers. Crude, good volume, 1,800 buyers. Today is crude inventory day. So we have inventory today. We also have natural gas. Crude will be at 11 a.m. And there's your euro. Decent volume, small net buyers into the high of the day. Natural gas. I don't know if we hit that $5 mark, but we aren't far off it. If you guys are here on trial, good morning and welcome back. I did not get to a daily email yesterday. Just ran out of time, fellas. But I will follow up today. In any event, guys, we're here. We'll see what we can come up with today. It looks like it's going to be a decent day. Just looking at stocks, Apple's up 3 cents, Facebook's down small, Tesla's up small. It's a mixed bag today. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. Yeah, we'll get together next week, Wednesday again, because I have class on Monday and Tuesday now. So next Wednesday, I'll do a follow-up class. Guys, can you hang on 1 second? I'll be right. Crude is going to trade to $70, maybe 70, 60. Crude is definitely in longs. I don't know what API data was yesterday. I didn't pay attention, but it's in longs. I don't recall, Rick. Russell came into that 232 area that we talked about yesterday. Yep, we have inventory today, but API data was yesterday at 4:30. I paid no attention to it. We came into that buy area on the daily on the Russell yesterday at 232. Good morning, Hubba Hubba. The Russell, if it pushes back up, 54 is going to stop it, and 65. This area here, I think it'll help if I mark these damn charts because I missed most of my own trades. That area and 65. Those of you guys that trade the Russell might be interested in those areas. ES came into support overnight, the daily 21 period moving average, and held right around 82. Sitting on some support here in the hourly. I would think if the ES pulls back to 95 half-ish, we should get a bounce at 95 half. Don't know that we're going to see that, but I'll mark it. Gold trading up into yesterday's high, about 046-ish. Because I have no idea, Brother Free, if this is going to run to 25 first. I don't have a trade at the moment. Gold, we just missed a long in the current candle at 98.6. That was our entry, 98.6. If gold can break up above maybe 05, it can trade higher. Daily is, if gold trades up somewhere between 6 half and 8.5 is going to stop gold. 6.5 and 8.5. Guys, I'm putting these lines on the chart because I miss so many trades. I have the areas and I get busy doing something else. I'll start doing this every day. Takes a minute, but we're not doing anything till we get the jobless claims anyways. Those are the areas I'm looking at for gold. Natural gas has been flat for hours. Small, you have a short on the small time frame and the hourly. You have a natural gas short now if anybody is interested. It could pop back up to 16. It's at 04, but it is a short with a stop at 80. That's a monster. Too big for me. Natural gas maybe around 25. We'll see what we get there. NASDAQ on the hourly just pulled into support at 01. It hasn't bounced. It bounced 15 handles. Or in the current hourly candle it did. If NASDAQ pulls back to 93, that looks like an area we would like.
More from China that they look to curb the pressure of rising raw material prices. We've seen them do metals from their reserves several times over the summer, instead of be doing some national crude oil reserve by rotation.
Don't know, Mimi, but we're going higher in crude, that's for sure. On the hourly, I'd like to see crude pull back to 69.40 area. It's not much, 28 ticks. Right around VWAP. Okay. All right. The only thing I didn't mark was YM, and largely because I don't care about it. This is a short right here on the hourly. 13 was the short. It's only going to pull back to 74 from here. The long on YM looks to be 850. Is that right? I'm guessing that my TradeStation charts have rolled over because that number's not close. Yep. Trade station has already rolled. Yeah, they should give you an option, man. December's contract is at 0375. So this would be on the December contract. That's going to hold true for ES. Let me look at crude. All right. Here is your long on crude. Watch CL. Right here, 45.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order filled.
Yeah, I don't even know how to change it, Lori. I wouldn't even know how to change it. But this is the area with a stop below 20. Come on, bounce, you dog.
At the bottom of the hour here in about 5 minutes, we're going to get the U.S. initial jobless claims and continuing claims for the week. Looking for a continued decline to 330,000 in initial and 2.73 million in continuing. U.S. Treasury yields are modestly lower at the long end of the curve. The 10-year down about a basis point. Rates remain modestly lower across most of Europe in the wake of the ECB announcement, and stocks remain lower but off recession lows. U.S. equity markets are now pointing to a slightly lower open, down about 0.1%.
It's not going to bounce.
Brazil President Bolsonaro.
God dang it. What is going on with crude today? Well, that was quick. It's into support here. Son of a. Now it bounces. China's selling reserves of crude. When did that come across? Here's the bounce. Right back to entry. Oh, a minute ago? Why didn't I get that? Yep. China reportedly confirms released national crude oil reserves. Yep. And here we are right back to entry. Pretty close, within 8 ticks now.
Order filled.
All right, guys, we have our first bot short or trade on gold. It's a short. All right, Rick. I mean, I got to use a stop, fellas. I have to use a stop. That's odd. Micros didn't get hit. I still can't move my gold bot. It's frozen. I'll move it as soon as I can. There it is. If gold falls below 98.6, it's coming 97. Below 98.6. All right, so this is what's got to break. Target 1 filled, but for it to go anywhere, it's got to come below this area. ECB press conference starting at 8:30. Let's see what we get for our numbers. Thanks for that news, China.
Just a few seconds. Dallas claims that 310,000.
To beat 310, 278, slight miss. Beat and slight miss. I do not think we can get to this second target. On gold. Maybe. Jeez, crude's getting blown up. Maybe down to 61 now? 68, 61? I do not think gold is going to get that second target. Maybe. We're getting sellers. ECB press conference underway, so this we could get. You have hourly support about 96.5, then 96, 94 area. But again, I do not think it's going to get that second target. I'll leave it. I have support at 97, which is where it came.
Target filled.
There, I took a second one off. I mean, it can come down to 90, I guess, 94. I'm just going to move this out of the way, guys. See if it gets.
We're just talking about growth, that the rebound and recovery is increasingly advanced.
Christine Lagarde,
Step projections.
press conference.
Time. She sees the economy back at pre-crisis levels by year end.
What does that mean, George? National Archives now putting a harmful language alert on the records, such as the Constitution? What do you mean? Our Constitution is offensive to some people. Okay. What about those of us that are finding the actions of those others that are offensive? We don't get to say? Yeah, I'm tired of this woke movement.
The outlook for inflation will be revised slightly higher. Talk about the upcoming stat projections.
Yeah, you're the second person to say that, Becky. I agree. I agree. One-way ticket. Yeah, let him go live in Afghanistan. Never seen this. This is what happens, guys, when you give out participation trophies. We can't call the 9/11 terrorists. What do we call them? What's the new title? I'm just curious.
Lagarde just reiterating that the ECB remains ready to adjust all instruments as needed. Standard rhetoric there from Lagarde.
ECB stands ready to use all instruments as needed. Me too, Ray. Ray, I'm with you. But I think most of us in this room are of a different generation. So I think that's why, many of us feel the same way.
Lagarde acknowledging that some shortages are holding back production overall in manufacturing.
Well, it did go and get second target. And it looks like it wants third now. I'll be danged. Guys, if we blow 95, we're coming 92. That's right. I agree, Keith. Everybody gets a trophy. I agree. This generation was never taught winners and losers. Thanks, Frank. Sad state of affairs.
Lagarde is acknowledging that there's still some way to go until the pandemic damage is repaired.
Some way to go until the pandemic damage is repaired. I'm just reiterating Christine Lagarde.
Are reiterating that a coordinated fiscal and monetary stance remains crucial.
A coordinated fiscal and monetary stance remains crucial. That's it. Third target. It's done its job, fellas. Put that at second target.
Needs to be updating the staff projections. They raised 2021 growth by 4/10, now sitting it at 5%. So raising the GDP forecast for this year, 2022 growth is seen at 4.
Anybody short gold?
Seen at 4.6%, a 10th reduction there for 2022, and 2023 is maintained at 2.1. Mixed projections there on the growth front.
Euro marginally lower following these update to their projection. 118.22 last in the euro.
Guys, if we blow this area this low, 94.7, we're coming 92. Yeah, I see it. We're coming down. It looks like we're going to want to come to 92.
Regarding inflation, it will pick up further this year in the autumn and then decline next year.
Come on, break this bottom. 92 is the target now.
Expect an underlying inflation to pick up in the medium term, but the rise will be gradual.
There's 92.1.
Inflation rate as we wait the updated staff projections.
Guys, gold is on a tear this week. 7 of 8. 8 trades, 7 winners on gold this week.
Inflation at 2.2% for this year. That's a 3/10 higher. So raising this year's inflation.
China was negotiating with the Taliban 14 minutes after we left.
1.7%, 2/10 above the prior.
I also read that they're contemplating taking over our former Air Force base, our military base.
Back below the target level.
I don't know if that's true.
2023 inflation 1.5% is a tad higher, but still below that symmetrical target.
Could you imagine? Wonder if the IRS gives refunds on all the money that we as taxpayers paid to purchase that and all the equipment that we left there. Do we get a refund? Have some support here on the hourly on gold. Right here, this 94. Yeah, write it off of my tax return. Is that an itemized deduction? Black Hawk helicopter, $9 billion.
Finance Minister saying G7 is play a leadership role in reaching the final agreement on global taxation.
Come on, gold, break this. It's holding hourly support right here on gold. If this breaks, it's going to that target. I didn't see that, Steve. I do watch Hannity, but I didn't see that. China has banned the display of effeminate men in commercials. China realized that alpha males win wars. You think? No disrespect to anyone who's effeminate. But I'm pretty sure we shouldn't be handing out pink M16s. Mary Kay M16s, yeah. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this down to third target. We know we're oversold down here at third target. We're 3.5 times. They actually make pink camo for women. I've seen it. We're 3.5 times ATR, right? At target number 3. Now we're just milking this thing.
Lagarde moved to Q&A now.
Christine Lagarde has moved to the Q&A. Guys, here's where I like NASDAQ. This is on the September contract now. 585. For those of you guys that paid attention to member Skype yesterday, I did put a trade in. We had to break 95 and then 91. We broke 95 and pinged off a 91, but never went to the stop. It came close within a point and then came to targets overnight. Not what we were looking for. Yeah, we're holding that hourly. I'll lock in a few more. I'm just squeezing it out here. We got all 3 targets on the gold.
Lagarde in Q&A just know that they are recalibrating the stimulus.
Lagarde the ECB is recalculating the stimulus.
And that it's recalibrating stimulus rather than tapering in response to
It's a recalibration rather than a taper.
Stop filled.
Okay, out on gold. Yeah, right? The new buzzword. Recalibration. Exactly. What will they come up with next? I mean, apparently the markets liked it. But she also said, much like here, yeah, it's a transitory recalibration. That's good. Much like Powell, that even if they taper, interest rate hikes are not close. She did say that, which is shocking that gold is not moving higher to me. NASDAQ, guys, right now is pushing yesterday's close. Stopped at Walmart Supercenter yesterday, and they did not have one notebook on the shelf. All they had was a box of graph paper. School just started up there. We did have jobless claims today. Was a beat on new claims, initial claims, and it was a miss on continuing. The big, here goes NASDAQ. The big news obviously is going to be this month non-farm payroll, because it comes the Friday before FOMC. Guys, this is the last week of sloppy trade. This is it. This week is worse, I think, than between Christmas and New Year's. Taliban to allow 200 people, including Americans, to fly out of Kabul airport. Wonder how much money we're giving them. Yeah, the ones that were not actually left behind, as claimed. They wanted to stay. Can you imagine the audacity to make that claim? Anyone that wanted to leave, we've taken. The ones that are still there wanted to stay. They wanted to be there. Can you imagine that? NASDAQ's next target up is 4546. NASDAQ's long on a pullback to 15 area is what it looks like. I agree, Tommy. I agree. Despicable. Despicable. Just terrible. Crude opens up here in a few minutes, guys.
Lagarde just noting that their job is not done when the pandemic is over, talking about the favorable financing conditions.
Did someone say that, Cliff?
And just, when the pandemic ends, it's going to
I mean,
their ECB job.
You know, that ban in Texas. Obviously, as a Christian, I'm pro-life, and I applaud the ban in Texas. But it does seem to violate federal law. I mean, Roe versus Wade is long ago decided. I'm just curious to see how that plays out. I don't know if we have Dean in the room or anybody else that may be an attorney, but that's an interesting question.
Regarding that they did not discuss what comes next.
My understanding was federal law always takes precedent over state law. It does violate, Dean?
And this was anticipated that the ECB would not discuss what comes next in terms of the.
Yeah, federal law takes precedent. So I'm not sure how that state law in Texas can be valid.
Regarding saying it's not a taper today, but a recalibration of stimulus.
If state disobeys, the feds withhold aid. No, I agree, Keith. I mean, for me, and again, for anybody else in the room that has a different point of view, I'm not imposing my beliefs or views on anyone. I am pro-life. Roe versus Wade, in your opinion, was not constitutional. Texas law was not reviewed by the Supreme Court, so it stands. Hasn't been reviewed. It may. But I'm merely asking the question, or at least posing the question, that the state has a law, right? So, for instance, in some states, marijuana is legal, right? But it is still illegal on the federal level. Now, that may change, but federal law generally supersedes state law. Unless you're Hillary Clinton, then there's no law. Irrespective of being Hillary Clinton. That was a joke. Best cattle trader on the planet. But seriously, it's just a question. I'm not passing any judgment. And whoever, has differing beliefs about abortion or not, I have no issue with. Okay, so what are then those? What are those rights for whom? Obviously, in my opinion, an unborn baby has rights. And I know that the argument has always been, at what point is life conceived? I think immediately, but not everybody will agree with that. All right, guys. I'm just letting this pre-market trade out. I got stung on crude. Thank you, China. Appreciate that. If we get a big spike up near this 50 to 60 area, I would look for the short on NASDAQ. Crude, I would sell a mile higher. It's oversold down here at 67.70. Nice job. Nice job, Mimi. We could still get a small press lower into daily support somewhere right around 70 on crude. Very nice job. Gold. Boy, that was about a perfect entry, Mimi. About 4 minutes, guys. That's where I'm looking, Mimi. Same thing on crude. I have the daily 21, right about 60. Yep, same area. I'm looking for the same thing. You got a couple of big bids down there. Gold hit target number 1 here to the tick. Did not fill it. I'll take 1 off,
Target filled.
but it did hit target to the tick and did not fill. Peeve of mine.
Russian government saying that the getting of gas supply through the Nord Stream 2 pipeline depends on German regulators.
You know, coming into the open, it's hard. It's hard. We've got strong resistance from 2 all the way up to 4.5. So I would think on gold. on gold.
Just a few minutes ahead of the U.S. cash equity open, the S&P futures are lower by about 0.1%.
Hang on.
Nasdaq 100 futures are fractionally higher. European equity markets predominantly remain in the red. The bond yields across Europe have fallen modestly in the wake of the ECB announcement.
98.5 on stop. 98.5. Mm-hmm.
The U.S. 10-year down about basis point on that. The crude futures have been trending lower, down 1.6% after the China headlines earlier this morning.
Minute and a half. Crude is bouncing here. I really would like to see it come a little bit lower. It is inventory day, so who the heck knows? I'm going to move this off the screen for the open, fellas, but target 1 is filled. Stop is at break even. See if we can't get another target or 2 out of that. Guys, if you're joining late, I am still trading September. I know Ninja rolled. I did not roll. The volume is in September. We will probably roll, if not tomorrow, for sure on Monday. NASDAQ might get to 650. All right, we're off. Buyers on the open. I am thinking I want to out on gold on the runner, as expected. I am thinking somewhere around a 50 short. I don't even know that we're going to get there. Let's see. If we get up near that, those red dots, 60, we'll get a failure up there. It's probably where we're headed, 650 to 660. Come on, get up there. We got to 43. Come on. Don't you fail here. Push a little higher. Come on, a little higher. Come on. You can do it. There you go. All right, guys. We're getting get 50. There we got 45. Come on. Keep buying them. Keep buying them. Damn it. Russell turned into VWAP. YM's getting a pullback. Gold selling again. Dang it. I wanted about 5 points higher. We'd have crushed them. That's probably not a bad idea. Remember, it's inventory day. We're into some support here on the NASDAQ. We should bounce a little bit here. I have no trade yet, so just sit tight. We've got 600 sellers in this 3-minute candle. Next 3-minute candle coming, right? One now. Small buyers in here. Losing them. Buyers back in. Come on, push up. Crude's got bid. YM's got bid. Russell has bid. All right, this may push up to the level that I want to sell. Thank you, D. Wow, look at BABA. Huge gap down in BABA. Thank you, China.
That's President Lopez Obrador saying that companies are not investing in oil blocks that they won in auctions, saying he could cancel oil contracts but won't do it.
Order submitted.
Went right to 60. Come on, dog. Come on.
Natural gas futures after
Come on.
yesterday,
Let's go.
$4.89, down about
Come on. Couple mas.
Target filled.
Target one filled. Target one filled. Now you can sell off to 35. Let's go 35, maybe 32. We get another bounce. Okay? Thank you, Hubba Hubba. Come on. All right. I'm at break even. Small sellers in here. We got the first target. Thank you, Eli. This is going to take,
Stop filled.
okay, out. Out. Let's see if it makes another push up. I still don't think.
holding central bank Lipinski saying they're seeing
Nice. I'll look at the chart.
spiral as job efficiency rises.
Thank you, Joel. I still don't think we can break here. This 60 is going to be a problem. And if it breaches it, I'll look for another short. We could trade to 90 overall. I just took a short on the NASDAQ at 54. I got first target at 10 handles. I wanted to trade it to 35 and then back up. We could trade to 690 is what it looks like. 690. You got a big bid that just stepped in here at 56.50. $2,100 buyers. The pullback entry I had was about 35, which was where I would have liked to have been long. Now it looks like we can trade to yesterday's high at 690. 70 area is still a problem. Let's see if we can get a pullback. This is the area that I like for the long. Right about here. Small sellers. Boom, 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 boom. Crude, getting a nice little bid. Let me take a quick look at everything else. YM bid. Indices are all bid. YM, guys, if you trade the YM, you can short the YM at 35,015. Yeah, it's going to 90, 91, I think. But I'm waiting for a pullback. 35, if I miss a long, I miss a long. I got a short. You can short YM at 35,015 area with a stop at 175, 60 ticks. Okay? So YM,
Order submitted.
15 short with a 175 stop, 60 ticks. Okay? Crude, you're short on crude. If you guys want to try a crude short, you can short 77 with a 69 stop. 77 with a 69 stop. I'm sorry, 77, yeah, with a $69 stop. It's 23 ticks on crude. 77.
Order submitted.
With a $69 stop. Okay? She's blowing right up there. Huh? That long CL. I don't have a CL on the bot trade.
Order filled.
Gold just filled a short on the bot. And I'm frozen like Chuck again.
Order filled.
Crude filled.
Less than 15 minutes now into the trading session. Stock markets in the US.
I can't move anything. And gold is almost a first target already, and I can't move anything. Yeah, Jesus. Come on. Love Ninja. That's a mistake.
Order canceled.
That's a mistake. I can't move anything, but thank you. Guys, I'm stuck. I'm frozen. That happens sometimes when I change my DOM and I scroll. It changes the contracts. Do you believe Lulu's up over 20? Yeah, they beat yesterday. Guys, okay, here we go. Nope, I'm still frozen. You gotta be kidding me. Seriously. $69 is stop is in. Look at this crude. This should stop here, fellas.
Order submitted.
NASDAQ, I still like it the same spot, 38. The crude looks like it's going to take me out, which is mind-blowing. It is blowing through all of this resistance.
We're seeing some of the European bourses turn green now. The DAX in a positive territory along with the CAC 40, the Eurostoxx 500.
Get back down here. Come on. Come on, crude. Target 1 is 65. Here's gold. The only bot that seems to be trading today. That is trade number 3. $3,000 buyers in NASDAQ. So I'm looking for a pullback long now. All right, here comes crude back to earth. Come on, one more candle and we'll get him. Come on. Yeah, the only place I have right now for an entry is about 37 to 39 on NASDAQ. That's all I have. We could stop right here at 47 now. Russell's turning over. Will not give us a short. I need NASDAQ to pull back, guys. We've got some selling. Okay, here we go. Small area support here at 51. I like 37 with a 24. I don't know that we can get all the way down there. It may stop at 39, so pay attention. We're holding that first small area of support. Come on, fail. Crude wants to push.
Target filled.
Gold got target 1. Got to break below 95. NASDAQ is quiet already. Crude's got to come down below 76. Below 76, crude's coming down. Crude could come all the way back to 68.05. Come on. Break it down. Gold's getting hit again. Break 95 on GC.
Some bullish information. If we tighten policy now, we would harm the economy.
Come on. This damn crude is right at the break, make or break. Come on, NASDAQ, pull back. Just wait, guys. We only need one trade. Remember, this is a 15 with a 70
Order
stop. Going to be out on the order flow trade here. Crude is long on the bot.
Stop filled.
I'm dumbfounded by that move. NASDAQ won't give me a pullback. Gold needs to break now through 94. And it can work down to 91.5. Guess they're tired. Gold is a short at 96. Yeah, I'm late on the short. Never mind. Guys, at the completion of this crude trade, I will shut it off. We have inventory coming. NASDAQ is struggling at this 70 level. Well, I think we can make it up to 91 and maybe even back to 700. I haven't even had a trade yet on Russell. Not even a trade. Big sellers, big sellers, big sellers, and small buyers. Oh, M2K. Got it. I miss this by what looks like about 4 ticks. And it's already pulled back. God. That's why I'm shocked that crude went through.
Order canceled.
You can cancel that YM. That crude went all the way through. I'm really shocked.
Target filled.
Okay, let me get this out of here. I mean, we could be, but I'm not buying it up here. If I didn't buy it on the, open, I'm not buying it here. We're going to get a pullback. And if we don't, we don't. I'm not chasing anything.
Columbia Central Bankers saying inflation expectations remain anchored.
Target filled.
There's target 1 on crude, fellas. Bots are up over 1,600 with two runners still on. This move in crude is just dynamic. I'm going to do...
Order canceled.
Not what I wanted to do. That was not what I wanted to do.
Order submitted.
All right, here comes our pullback. Somewhere between
Target filled.
gold on the bot, fellas, just got that third target. Crude, I've got to break even. I'm going to move it off the screen. NASDAQ, 700 sellers in this candle. And we held 47. I'm looking at the NASDAQ for a possible short. Push back up to 60. I think we come back to 43. Next candle, 2.5 minutes on the 3 minute. Would have to be a 60, maybe 61 with a 75 at this point. I'll take the long, but I want the long at 37 area. Well, I mean, what expectation could you have, Daryl? There's no expectation. I have no idea what the crude inventory is going to come in at. I think this is just an extreme over. I mean, Mimi and I saw the same entry on the daily. This is just an extreme reaction to a previous extreme reaction with the China news. But on inventory day, crude just does its own thing. I do not like crude on inventory days. Guys, I have shut my crude bot off. The runner is still on, but the bot is off. NASDAQ's another 300 buyers in here. Looks like it wants to push higher, but I'm not doing anything with this up here. I've not had a Russell trade today. I've not had an ES trade today. And now we're just quiet as a church. I'm looking at SPY to sell. Next 15-minute candle in 1 second. There we go. Yeah, we're coming down, I think, guys. You can try a quick NASDAQ short. 55.
Order submitted.
55. No, come on.
Order filled.
All right, there's a 55 with a 69. This has to come down through about 53. Break 53. Come on, dog. Got to break 53. It held 53. Held 52.75. Maybe target one at 47. Call it 48. Target one, 48. They sell them and buy them right back up. Come on. If we come down through 47, this could come all the way back to 20. Down through, got to break. Come on. Come on, break that 50. There we go. Come on, break 53. Come on. Still holding it. 94 sellers, 85, 67. They're holding this area. Come on. God dang it. I'm going to get hit again. I don't believe this market. I can't believe these zones. Come on. Man, gold has been trounced. Now we're going to have to get down through 58 again. 58. Guys, we have an inside candle on the current 15-minute. Inside. This is totally torquing me. That we're just sitting here. $61 and then 59 have to go. 61, 59, 58 area. Come on. Good God. Got 100 sellers or so in this candle right now. Come on. Seriously? This is what it looked like all afternoon yesterday. All afternoon. 4 hours of sideways slop. Come on, break here. Now break 59. Break 59. Break 59. Okay. And it held it. Come on, break this 59 and it's coming down. Come on. Held 58. Well, so far, but if we get the target, it's a good stop. Came to 58 and held that last little tag. You scumbag. Just fail. I'll take it long at 37. Out.
Stop, Phil.
Not a good stop. I mean, this thing has been nothing but a long since 8 a.m. For what, though? I guess you can target 91, which was yesterday's high, if you're long. I cannot take trades up here. I can't. Crude is almost up 54 ticks. I mean, the bots are closing in on a $3,000 day. And this stupid NASDAQ won't bounce 6-8 points from here. Come on, seriously? It's too much work for a $200 trade. Missed target by a tick. By a tick. Send me an email, Veronica, of what you feel needs to be done still, if you would, on that. I'm out of this trade, guys.
Order, Phil.
I don't have the time. If I'm going to trade this, I might as well trade the YM. If you guys want to keep the trade, you know the stop. I don't have the tolerance for this. This is what noon to 4 looked like yesterday. Crude almost to that second target. I'll move this up to from 91 to 26. 35 ticks locked in. If we get into 11 o'clock, this should start the pullback. But this is just nothing. ES. Same look. Gold, no bounce in sight on any time frame. On the daily, we're now below the 21. If gold catches yesterday's swing low at about 83, I think gold starts working its way down to 1757. It's a short on every time frame. But when I say short, what's the stop? Your stop has to be 98. I mean, that's not within the boundaries of anything I can do. Okay. Coming into crude inventory, we've now exceeded second target. I locked in 41 ticks. Guys, the bots have taken 5 trades today. They've all been winners. Bots are well green on the week. I'll be right back, guys. So coming into crude inventory, I'm going to lock in 54 ticks. Second target is locked in. Okay. If you guys remember, those of you that have not been members very long, this was the week I was going to be in Montana. And there's a reason for it. This thing is going to tag this third target at 75 ticks. Unbelievable. There it is, third target hit.
At the top there, I'll get the weekly petroleum inventory data. Expected to draw in all 3 categories: crude at minus 2.5 million barrels, gasoline expected minus 3 million, and distillate expected minus 2.5 million.
I mean, looking at stocks, the NASDAQ's only up 35 points. But looking at stocks, Apple's up 20 cents. Facebook's up $1.40. Tesla's up $3.50. Roku up $6.50. Netflix is down $4. Nvidia's up $1. Baidu's up $2. Google's up $12. Moderna's up another $25. We laughed about this yesterday. It's going to 500, fellas. Pfizer's down 20 cents. AMD is up 60 cents. Qualcomm up 50 cents. Twitter up 68 cents. Shop is up 39 bucks. I mean, it's all small. Amazon's up 460. If this gets one more candle break up above about 72, I'm going to move the stop to 65. Yeah, D and I were talking about it, and I have a target of like 512 on it, but I think we go higher on that. Russell had an impressive move up. Gold is getting a small bid now. $61. So 71 ticks locked in, guys. I expect this to get taken out. 71 ticks locked on this crude bot trade. I need 78 ticks for a $3,000 day. NASDAQ back to support in the December contract. This thing can head back to $70. Mind-boggling. All right, third target's locked in. I've got a 5-6 tick cushion. That's it. 75 ticks locked. I'm going to go to 69. I'm just squeezing this thing higher. It's overbought. We're 3.5 times. They're out. It's done. That's it. Bots are done. Guys, it's 10:51. I'm going to go over the bots now because they're all off. Slip me a tick. Bots closed up 29.90. Green 29.90 on the bots. Gold. This is gold. 3 trades taken in gold. A short hit all 3 targets. A long to first target. And a short to all 3 targets. 3 trades on gold. 3 winners on gold. Crude took a single trade long. All 3 targets hit. Russell did not take a trade today. We rarely see that. NASDAQ took 1 trade today. All 3 targets, they were small. And the ES, nada. Not a trade. Won't take a trade.